Without self-care, I would be a mess. But thanks to this ultimate self-care guide, I went from nay to yay. And in this video, I'll be sharing all of my steps with you. So make sure you watch until the end because I have some important tips you don't want to miss. The first thing is physical self-care, which is all about taking care of your precious body that God has given to you. I'm going to use the example of a car for this one. So, imagine you've been given a brand new car. But in order to have that car working properly and safely, there is a routine maintenance that is your responsibility. And if these things are not taken care of, you put your car at risk of breakdowns and damages, which actually could have been avoided. This also applies to your physical body. Number one, you need sleep. Think of it this way: the more hours of sleep you get, the more bars of petrol or gas you add to your car. So, if you only get 1 hour of sleep at night and you have a whole day of work ahead of you that requires your energy and your brain to function at 110%, how on earth do you think your body is going to survive that? This type of behavior is not fair towards your body. And I'm speaking up for your body. Stop doing this. If you're having issues with sleeping, it's time for you to create a good nighttime routine. I've linked an article that helped my nighttime routine, so make sure to check that out. But I will also be sharing the most effective tips that really helped me. The first thing that helped me was a proper bedtime. Yes, at 21 years old, I have a bedtime, just like a child does. Because I noticed how not having a bedtime confused the heck out of my sleeping pattern. The next thing is to stay away from that phone at least 1 hour or 30 minutes before you go to bed. My new routine now goes as follows: I read my Bible, then another book, then I pray, then deuces, I'm off to La La Land. Now, this isn't my whole nighttime routine. I have much more to share with you, and if you would like for me to make a whole separate video on this, let me know in the comments below. Now, let's get more into physical self-care. Physical self-care is also about exercising. Now, I'm not saying go to the gym and do like 100 push-ups. No! There are so many different types of exercises you can do. For example, Pilates, walking. Yes, the thing you do every day is a form of exercise. Yoga, and even dancing. Not only is exercise important for your health, but it also gets you in a good mood. Don't forget to stay hydrated during the day. And also, it's very important to feed your body some healthy foods. I'm not saying change your whole eating plan. Just add some brain foods onto your plate. For example, eating an apple in the mornings, adding a small green salad with your dinner. These little things do actually matter. Now, let's talk about mental self-care. This is where you are going to set aside a few minutes from your day to journal, meditate, read, and most importantly, dissociate from your phone or any electronic device. This is the time for you to be zen when in a calm environment. Trust me, you won't die without your phone. You'll be fine. I do this every day, and I won't lie, at first it was a little bit of a struggle, but now I can actually go 2 days without my phone. How? Because I learned strategies that taught me to be the boss of my phone and not allow my phone to control me. Another thing I'd like to add that I feel should also be linked to mental self-care is a good positive mindset. It could be through affirmations if you want, but keep pouring positivity into your brain. That is why what you start your day off with is very important. Is it giving you any value, or is it making you anxious? If it's making you anxious or angry, then don't start your day off with it. And most importantly, be kind to yourself. Another thing to remember is that every minute you are contributing to some form of self-care, especially when it comes to your physical and mental self-care. Now, let's get into environmental self-care. This is linked to your social and your actual environment. Let's start with your social environment. Your social environment will consist of the people you surround yourself with and you making the time to spend with them. Your circle should not be filled with toxic people and people who just give you gray hairs. If that's the case, then leave. You're only hurting yourself mentally when you spend time with them. I talk more about this in these 2 videos. Find people who make you happy. There are so many people on this earth. They are out there. You just need to open your heart to find them. Now, your actual environment. First of all, tidy up your place. You can never think properly in a messy place. And also, go outside once in a while and just enjoy. Creative self-care. A few years ago, I wanted to try something that was out of my element, and that was hiking. It was such an emotional and physical roller coaster, but I actually enjoyed it because it was something that was not a part of my daily routine. And most importantly, it was an adventure. And that is what creative self-care is about. Doing things that you don't do in your everyday life. Jump out of a plane if you want to. As long as it's not part of your daily routine, don't compare your self-care. I find that a lot of people tend to do this, whether it be by comparing or copying the types of self-care that they see on social media. You shouldn't have to pay for a spa day. Self-care shouldn't cost you a dime. Work with what you have. DIY spa days. Have you heard of that? This, to me, is the most realistic form of self-care you should be inspired to do. Because it's also a form of creative self-care where you are utilizing the things that you already have. Remember, it's the little things that matter. As we approach the ending of this video, I just want to leave you with a few tips coming from moi. Number 1, learn to live in the moment. Number 2, don't overthink things. Number 3, self-care equals self-respect and self-appreciation. Number 4, love yourself. If you've enjoyed this video, I would highly recommend you watch this video where I share my daily routine with you with some very interesting tips. And I would like to hear some of your tips for self-care. So comment them down below because I love hearing from you all. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for different types of content because we don't stick to the same content here. I get bored easily.